It's time for everyone's favorite random retro G.I. Joe figure reviews. So, stick around.
Twenty minutes later.
Hello, fellow dorks and dorkettes, and welcome to It Came From My Side of the Laundry Room. In this episode, we will be grabbing another Fistful of Joes. And for the uninitiated, what that means, I keep all of my 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe figures in these little bins. I got a whole bunch of them. I've actually had to expand into some bigger bins, but that's here nor there. Anyway, what I do is I reach in, grab a handful of figures from the bin, and then we take a look at them, review them, and just generally play with them and have a good time. So, without further ado, let's grab a fistful of Joes.
Yo, Joe!
Okay, here we go. I'm grabbing a fistful of Joes. Okay, looks like we got a pretty good spread here. So let's kick things off with a 25th anniversary figure. Our first figure is Sergeant Bazooka. I hate that they have to add things to names just for copyright, but this is Bazooka, and one of the things I like is they did a good job giving him like girth to his frame. Here we have his pistol hand or bazooka hand, and just a normal grasping hand here. Now, his helmet, sorry for paint, I'm actually working on a custom that hopefully turns out well enough that I do a video. See, that's supposed to stick there, but it doesn't. But let's take that off and put it there. Whoa. I mean, it looks pretty good. He looks like Charles Bronson. That's awesome. Here we have his backpack. 4 missiles that come out. And he will put a missile in there. Rocket. There we go. Ah! Pretty cool. I mean, of course, I've talked about in the past that there's certain things about the 25th anniversary figures that I do not like, but there's a lot I do like. So that always outweighs any negative I could possibly have. But, I mean, look at that. Great detail. His belt is actually separately molded too, which is awesome. But this is Bazooka, and let's get to our next figure. Now, going from 25th anniversary, we are now going to one of the originals from 1983. This is Okay, this is Blowtorch, and unfortunately, I'm missing his helmet. I don't want to speak out of school, but I think I have double of him, and between the two, I probably have a complete one. But anyway, as we can see, we have the file card, and he's got his awesome breathing apparatus on that plugs into his chest here, which is awesome. It's a little, I don't want to force it too much because I don't want it to break. Now this has a little bit of buildup on it, and it looks like someone kind of squeezed this shut. So I might have to open that up a little bit for the flamethrower to fit in there. But I mean, I love this figure so much. I remember getting him as a kid, and it was one of those things where I was drawn to the colors, of course, but also to his mask, because I thought that was so different at the time. But I love this flame retardant armor, his green pistol. Definitely one of my favorites. But we won't dwell too much. We will head to number 3. Our third figure is another classic Joe. Our third figure is Alpine. And again, great character. He was great in the cartoon with his buddy Bazooka. Hey, that's kind of ironic that we got both of them. And I have some of his gear, but not all of it. We have his backpack, which housed his climbing tool, his pickaxe, and this would be for his grappling hook gun, which I don't have. And he also came with a little submachine gun, which unfortunately I don't have. But I have his grappling hook with original string and these. Oh man, always so afraid to try because I don't want to break a thumb. So sorry about that. Let's try again. Don't break a thumb. Don't break a thumb. Yeah, it's kind of hard to... Oh, there we go. So there we go. He's got his pickaxe. Got his goggles. Love the rope around there. He just has a t-shirt. I guess this is like a rangefinder, maybe? Like a... There, he's got carabiners on the side. I mean, it's a great figure. Great molding, great colors. Classic character, classic figure. So, let's get to number 4. Our fourth pick is another 25th anniversary figure. This is the October Guard Officer Red Star. And I was a huge fan of the October Guard, mostly in the comic. Yes, they definitely made appearances in the cartoon, but they were vastly different. Ooh, he lost this, but his machine gun here actually comes with a drum. There we go. But very cool. Great detailing. I mean, even has knockouts there on the barrel. He also comes with a knife, but I don't see a sheath anywhere. comes with this awesome backpack. It says October on the back. All these great pouches molded in. I mean, it looks awesome. I mean, they do such a great job with making it look like real fabric. He has this satchel with the red star, of course, on it. This bandolier with grenades. Got an extra drum for his machine gun. His hat comes off. I mean, this dude's got it all going on. Got a pistol here. Oh, lost his hat. Like a service revolver. But, like I said, I don't see a sheath for the knife. But good molding on the face. I mean, in execution, it doesn't look that great, but at the same time, it has like a very classic Joe look to it. And I mean like the 60s G.I. Joe. But this is one of the things I hate about 25th anniversary. I love the articulation, but I mean, and plus his wrists look ungodly too long. But he has a great olive drab, a little bit lighter. Some patches, some epaulets. The red star again on the belt buckle. Maybe we can just stick his knife in the back like that. That works for me. So, yeah, red star. Pretty cool figure. So, let's go to our fifth and final Fistful of Joe participant. Our fifth and final figure is definitely a very special one. It is a classic, and yeah, let's take a look at him. This is the original hooded Cobra Commander. I love that he's Cobra Commander, codename Enemy Leader. So his name is just Enemy Leader. And luckily we stuck with Cobra Commander. But I've wanted this figure ever since I was a little kid. And yeah, I had a buddy when we were whatever in 82, 83 that had one, and I was so jealous. I finally have one, and I have a ton of the reproductions because whenever I would see one, I would get it. So I have him in many different colors, many different styles, many different eras. Whoa, sorry, didn't mean to give him a header there. But the one thing I absolutely was so enthralled over as a kid was this. How his gun fit perfectly on his back like that. I thought that was the most, like, cutting edge toy technology at the time. Now, I wish that, yeah, I don't want to break his thumb. Sorry, I'm kind of a wimp when it comes to these reviews, because I don't want to break any thumbs. But, yeah. Back then, they didn't put a ton of detail. But, I mean, he's got, like, a knife there. You can see the buttons here. His red ascot. Cobra symbol still looks pristine on his chest. Look at that. Oh boy, that's a beaut, all right. And I just broke his crotch. Oh my god. Well, I will save the crotch so I can reattach it, but wow, what a bummer.
I was afraid of breaking his thumbs, and I broke his dick. Oh well. Gives me something to do. But there he is, missing a little bit of his masculinity now. Oh, sorry, Cobra Commander.
Anyway, yeah, back to me, and me is super disappointed and sad. OG hooded Cobra Commander, and I broke his crotch. All I did was move his legs. So I assume the plastic for his junk is one of the first things to deteriorate. Sounds apropos. I mean, as soon as you hit 40, it's all downhill. So, anyway, I'm gonna leave you there. I mean, we saw some good 25th anniversary figures. We saw some OG figures. They were all awesome. But, yeah, I'm gonna need a moment to process this. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, give me a thumbs up. If you got something to say, please leave a comment. I love reading them, and I love getting back to everyone. And if you're new around here and you enjoyed this, or any of the episodes that YouTube is recommending down here, please hit subscribe. And if you hit that little bell icon, you will be notified whenever there's a new episode. So anyway, until next time, thank you for watching. Pray for Cobra Commander's crotch, and keep being rad, and stay dorky.